Flying might seem dangerous, especially for a nervous person. Unfortunately, sometimes things does happen. On January 28, 2025, Air Busan Flight 391 caught on fire while still on the ground, about to take off, when the fire erupted on the plane. On January 29, 2025, American Airlines Flight 5342 collided with a Black Hawk helicopter over the Potomac River in Washington, D.C. On February 17, 2025, Delta Connection Flight 4819 crashed upon landing in Toronto, Canada. With these unfortunate accidents being reported within the first 2 months of the year, flying is looking more and more dangerous. Yes, it might seem that flying has become more dangerous, but in reality it might not. That flying actually has become safer. Flying might seem dangerous because we are too focused on the accidents. All the news centers are only reporting on the accidents. As a result, all we are seeing are the accidents, and then we might immediately base our opinions on these things, which will naturally make flying look more dangerous. But in reality, in between those unfortunate accidents, there are thousands of successful flights that are taking off and landing successfully in their destinations, each day, each week, each month. If you will just look at those unfortunate accidents, then flying will definitely become more dangerous. But if you also factor in the many successful flights that are happening, or already happened, between those unfortunate accidents, then flying will become less dangerous. For anyone to work at the airline industry, e.g. pilots, flight attendants, engineers, airport ground staffs, or air traffic controller, ATC, they must undergo rigorous training and examination. On top of that, every year there is usually a test to see if they are up to standard, especially the pilots. Based on the videos I have seen regarding the airline industry, everything that needs to happen, and everything that needs to be done for an aircraft to get from point A to point B, usually have a very clear and precise standard operating procedure. All the important mechanisms and systems usually have backups. There are redundancy, after redundancy, after redundancy. If something does happen, there is usually a protocol, a contingency plan that is already in place. If an accident does happen, there is usually an investigation. After the investigation, authorities would normally set changes and improvement for the accident to hopefully never happen again. I couldn't say the same things for vehicles on the ground. There are many people out there, especially in the Philippines, who are operating a vehicle without undergoing and graduating from even the basic training. There are many people out there who are constantly disobeying the regulations, laws, rules of the road, while operating their vehicle. There are many people out there who does not know and does not care about safety, but they are allowed to operate their own vehicle. Many vehicle owners spend years operating their vehicle without even a single maintenance check. There are many people out there who does not even know what to do in case of an emergency, e.g. vehicle fire, brake failure, vehicle overheating, loss of vehicular control, hydroplaning or aquaplaning, and etc., but they are still operating their own vehicle. There is a huge chance that the protocols and contingency plans for such emergencies are not well established. If an accident happens, and road accident happens more frequently, changes and improvements are rarely made to prevent such accident from happening again. If there are changes and improvements, they are usually slow. But despite all of this, many people are riding vehicles, or are even operating their own vehicles each day, and every day without giving a second thought. But these same people think that flying is dangerous, and they are nervous every time they board a plane.